Hi everybody, my name is Lindsay and I am a third grade teacher in Southern Colorado, and I wanted to start this YouTube channel so that I could share all of the awesome things that I'm super passionate about in teaching, planning, and just general DIY creating things and stuff like that. So I wanted to go ahead and jump off with my first video on this channel with something that I am super passionate about, which is planners. And I am using the Big Happy Planner. This is the Big Teacher Happy Planner. And then I'm also going to start using this classic size Happy Planner. And so I wanted to jump in and show you a little bit about how I've set these up already in the summer for next year. So for the teacher planner, this is kind of just like my everyday, I jot down my plans and what we're doing in the classroom in here. And then on this one, this is what I'm going to use for small group planning, because I found last year that this one, I was planning small groups in here, but it just wasn't enough space. So this year I'm going to try out this one. I don't know if I can juggle having like 2 planners in the classroom. I don't ever plan on taking these home, but I feel like this one I might want to take home and just be able to plan kind of in a little bit more detail on planning my small groups. I don't feel like I did a good job with it. But yeah, I got this idea of using this smaller one from Naturally Elementary, I think is her Instagram name. I will link her down below. And so I wanted to try this out myself, and I thought this planner was super cute. If you like this planner and what it looks like, I mean, it's gorgeous. Look at these gorgeous colors. I mean, those are my favorite colors right here. Teal blue, yellow, like mustard yellow, love it. They're in like box sets right now at Michael's, and that's where I found these, and I found this at Michael's as well. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and jump in to exploring how I'm setting these up for next year. So I have 2 teacher planners here. Both are from the Happy Planner, and I have actually been loving using the Happy Planner a lot more than my old Erin Condren. The main reason being because of the disc system and the ability to add pages on there, and you'll see a lot of that going on in my Big Happy Planner. So yeah, I'll jump in first to the Big Happy Planner, and then I'll go into what I'm gonna do with the smaller one. So this one is the One Happy Year Happy Planner. This is for 2019 2020, and I love it. I love the gold foil on the cover. I think it's super cute. For the first page, I have my year at a glance district calendar, because I feel like that is just super vital, something that I like to be able to flip to easily right at the beginning of the school year. What I did was I actually taped it to the first page. My dog is growling. Don't mind her noises in the background. I taped it to the first page of that comes in the Happy Planner, which if you look at this one, it looks like, well, maybe I took it out of this one too. But it just says this Happy Planner belongs. You can kind of see it ghosting behind in the background, but I have this in the front. I don't need to put my name on it. And then it has this academic calendar in the front. And then I found this classroom procedures and policies checklist on Pinterest last year, and I didn't really use it last year, but this year I definitely want to use it, and I kind of marked it up this year with the days that I want to teach these things. So all the things that I think are high priority that I want to teach on day 1, I've marked with 1 and possibly a 2 if I need to bump it, and then everything else will kind of just come as needed. For example, like homework, I don't give homework the first week of school. I think there's just so much more that needs to be taught versus starting that routine, and I don't really do a lot of homework. If you're interested on what I do for homework, what my teammate and I do for homework, let me know down in the comments and I can talk about that. Then I just have this planner pocket, and I did use this quite a bit last year actually. It doesn't fit a whole sheet. You have to fold stuff in half, so it's not incredibly effective. So I don't know how much I used it really for like whole sheets, but it's got like a little smudge right there. But I did use it a little bit, so I might as well keep it in there. This first page is kind of my year at a glance on everything that I am teaching for the year, and I love this little bookmark that I got in, I think it was a pack of dashboards, bookmark dashboards for teachers, and it says the future of the world is in my classroom today, and I thought that was super cute. But I made this is just actually a page from, I believe, the July, the last page of my last planner, and I don't use it. You use my planner in July, so my teacher planner in July, so I turned it into my year at a glance as far as like pacing goes for everything that I am going to be teaching next year. And I broke it down into quarters, which works perfectly because it had 4 on here. And I've got reading, writing, social studies, math, and science, all the subjects that I teach. And these are all the things based on the pacing guide that most of the stuff, the pacing guides were not updated. I know reading will never change because we use Wonders, and that's kind of how it went last year. Writing, I don't think will change much, so I put that in there. Social studies, I will show you the pacing guide that we have for that one. And then math, we use math expressions, so I put in the pacing guide that our district followed last year, because I'm assuming it's not going to change. And then science, we have science kits, and I put in when we are having the rotations sent to my school up there at the top. And I used the pen that I use, and I love using this kind of pen because ding ding ding, it is erasable. I love this thing. I had actually just ordered a new pack of just all black ones, so because my old black one, I actually ran out of ink and I had to finish it with some pencil right there. But I love these pens. You can literally just write anywhere and then erase, and it erases pretty well. So I really love those things. But yeah, this is my year overview, and I feel like I'm going to refer back to this a lot. Then back here, I just put some notes, and I was thinking I might just put notes on like things that I want to add in, any other pacings that I want to include throughout the year. I have some other things that I wanted to kind of pilot next year in my classroom, so I will probably put those back here maybe, or make another page. I'm not quite sure yet. Then the next section that I have is a reference section, and these tabs I actually got from one of the teacher sticker books. I only have 3 teacher sticker books. This is the new one that I just got. I believe it was, I want to say this one. Yes, I used these up quite a lot. I used a few of them last year, and then I used 3 of them this year. So that is the teacher sticker sheets, the ones that the green teacher one looks like this. I got this last year, so I'm not sure if they still have it. I think I've seen a couple of these at Michael's still, but that's where I got those tabs from. And on this one I put reference, and this is actually just some scrapbooking paper that I cut down to the page size, which is just a basic 8.5 by 11 page. And then this section is going to be like my references, things that I print off that I want to refer to throughout the year. Last year I put in all of my standards and pacing guides at the back of each subject standards, which I used a little bit at the beginning of the year, and then I found myself, I was mostly looking online at the standards more than I was looking in here, mainly because I wanted to do that whole transition towards the new 2020 Colorado standards. So in here, I wanted to use kind of more of a reference area. And I created this at the beginning of the summer so far. This was my first project that I am so proud that I've completed already. It is basically a unit overview for our Wonders program. And it shows for each week what the stories are, what page they're on, the vocabulary for that week, our genre, vocab strategy, comprehension skill, the phonics or word work for that week, and then the grammar lesson for that week that is in the Wonders Teacher's Manual. And I felt like this is basically what my teammate and I used to plan, and I feel like if it's just right here, planning will go by so much faster and we can get more exciting things done and more effective things done for our kiddos in planning time. And then at the back, I've also included week 6, which is just a research and inquiry section. So it's based on our focus questions. And I know our school is actually going to be diving more into that next year. So I made those for each of the 6 units, which I think will be super helpful. Then I got this data equivalencies sheet, and I actually just found this for free, I think on TPT. I'm not sure. It was a little bit of a while ago. I'm not sure when it was, but the reason being is I wanted to see the Lexile scores and kind of help build some goals on and seeing my kids move up throughout the year. I mostly just looked at Dibble's data, which is a testing thing that we do in our district. And I don't know, I just feel like this would be super helpful to see the Lexile, but then also for any books that I inherit from other teachers that usually have the letter scale, or the letter, what is the word I'm looking for right now? Letter level, there you go. And the AR level and then grade level. So I'm hoping all my kids are going to be around here by the end of the year. But I know I've got some kids that are kind of in this area next year, so I want to kind of see where they are, what books that I can use to kind of be at their level to help push them. So I don't know, I thought this would be helpful. Then I have all the Wonders high frequency word cards, a list of them, because in the teacher's manual, it's kind of a pain in the butt, but it goes by the number. It doesn't tell you what the word is. And so I was always like, what words are our weekly high frequency words that they want us to cover? And I had no idea. So I thought this would be helpful to be able to see, oh, it's 67 through 73. Here are the words. So I thought that would be helpful. Then this is a mentor text list that I got from More Time to Teach. And this is actually part of a reading skills kind of set that I got, that I bought last year from her. And I just thought this would be useful to kind of flip to really quickly and see what books I could use to help supplement our Wonders curriculum for the text structure piece that we'll be covering. Then these are the Lucy Calkins Writing Workshop Learning Progressions for narrative writing, informational, and opinion. And I just thought these would be helpful to look at to kind of show my kiddos and set goals based on where they should be in grade 3, and then what their goals were in grade 2, grade 1, kindergarten, and preschool. So I thought those would be helpful just to have. And then that's all so far. I plan on adding a few more things, definitely for math. We do a program called ST Math, which I feel like that would be an awesome, the progression for ST Math from my district, and aligning with math expressions, I feel like that would be really good to go in here. But that's one of the good things about the Happy Planner is I can just print them, and then I just use my Happy Punch. I actually only have the classic punch, but I've actually marked it. I don't know if you can see the little marks right here for clipping off the top few bits that the classic size only, so the classic size I think only does 9, and I still need 10, 11 holes punch for up here at the top. Then my next section is pacing guides, and so again, this is just a piece of construction paper that I cut down, and there's a new program that's actually free. So if you're interested in this, you can actually go online and download this for free. So I grabbed this. This is something that a couple schools in our districts are starting, but we were not one of the schools that was chosen. But it is something that I feel is valuable, and I wanted to go ahead and get a jump start on it, because I feel like if your district is adopting something in a few schools, I see it coming to everyone soon. So I thought I might as well go ahead and give it a try. So it is Random Acts of Kindness curriculum, and it is a 6-unit curriculum based on social skills. So I wanted to go ahead and get a jump start on this. So I printed off the unit overviews. All the lessons, everything are online, and I think the lessons are only like 20 to 30 minutes sometimes. And there's a few lessons that I've kind of looked through for unit 1 that I might shorten a little bit for next year, but because I feel like some of them kind of align with what I'm already going to be doing. We're also a Capturing Kids' Hearts school, so that's what I want to kind of look at trying out next year. So I put that in there. That's the pacing. That's more of just the lesson overview, but it should be like a 6-week units. I think I might condense that though, because our school, I don't think we would get, I don't think I would be able to fit that in. So that's there. This is our social studies pacing guide, and it just shows what I need to cover and when, and the Wonders unit that aligns with. And then this is just all of the pacing guide information there. And then this is our stuff for our, what is it called? I'm losing all my words. It's summer. It's our financial literacy kits that we have, and teacher created materials. And then my last section, which is pretty empty right now because it's not being used yet, is my notes section. Again, just another piece of scrapbook paper. And then I've got some note paper. This was just some like day 1 planning that I wanted to do, and then this was just kind of planning when the pages that I need to print for that reading skills page that I printed with more, was it more time to teach? I thought it was more time to teach, right? More time to teach, 2 being the number 2. Okay. And then my next section is my checklist, and I moved, this used to be in the back of the planner, but I moved it forward because I used this a lot last year. I have a ton of checklists. Up to here is what came with the planner, and then I ended up with a lot of extras because I didn't use a ton of pages, but I did use this kind of section, each page quite a bit last year. And then here's another one of those pages. I think I might move this actually to that front section, and then add in things like the Random Acts of Kindness for the yearly overview plan. And then it starts with the year. So I don't really use this section, but I use this. So I wonder if I might even tape these together because I don't see myself using this. I don't leave my planner for the substitute to see. I type up all of my sub plans, and so I don't really use this. So then for this section, August, I just went ahead and kind of put in for each week all of the days that we have off, when we have a teacher work day, when we have just our breaks, things like that. So that's really the only thing that I've added so far to the rest of the planner, which works for me. Those are the big things that I want to be able to see for next year. And here's the bookmark that I have in here right now. It says, "The influence of a good teacher can never be erased." And first off, I just love that it's teal because my favorite color ever is teal. And then I just have it on the week that we go back to work for teachers. Our kids actually start the next week, but we come back the first week of August, first full week of August. And I'll probably use this for lists and things like that. So that is it for my big teacher planner. For my smaller, the classic size teacher planner, I don't have a ton to show you, but I did just want to talk through kind of what I wanted to do with this planner. For my big teacher planner, when I flip to the week, I use this for kind of notes. Then I do reading, writing, science, then math, and I sometimes do math groups or anything like that, or social studies, or I flip back and forth from science and social studies. There's just not enough time in our day because we actually have 2 specials a day, which I'm not sure how that's going to look next year because sadly we are losing half of a specials teacher, so I don't know if we're going to have 2 specials a day, so 2 planning periods. I'm not sure, but next year, one of the things that I want to do, so I want to put in my specials in my big planner and plan my plan time. That sounds silly, but I actually went to this conference this summer where planning your plan time it makes it all more effective, and I don't like staying after school. I am that teacher that does not like coming after school. I do come in about an hour early, but I don't like staying after school. That's my time to go home, decompress, and then become an awesome teacher for the next day. So I strongly believe in self-care and making sure that you go home and spend time relaxing for your students and yourself. You'll just be a better person. But anyways, I got this awesome teacher planner. I actually saw Naturally Elementary, I think is her Instagram name. She got this planner sent to her and I thought it was adorable, so I had to go and grab it. But the reason why I have 2 teacher planners, this one will probably also be something that I keep in my classroom and not take home. Ellie is running around, so you can probably hear her dog text. But this mini classic Happy Planner is what I want to use for small groups. And I feel like last year I attempted to put in all the things for my small groups for reading and math each day in my big Happy Planner, and there just wasn't enough space. So this is what I want to use. It came with a bunch of super cute extras I got the box set, and because I couldn't find this planner just by itself, you had to get it in a box set, I think. But it came with this super cute divider bookmark. It says "Only the Brave Teach." So in the front, I've got the stickers that came as the little extras, and I felt like this planner went super well with, or these stickers go actually perfectly with this new almost like colorful boxes teacher sticker book. I mean, look how gorgeous that is, and I feel like kind of matches. I think this is for the big teacher planner though, for as far as sizing, but the stickers actually match the stickers that came with this. So for right now, I just leave that. This planner also came with another little pocket divider thing, which is even smaller than the big Happy Planner one, big Happy teacher planner, but I feel like it will be perfect for things like that and small little notes and things like that. So another one of those for the substitute pages. I don't use these at all, but I wanted to keep it in there because the big Happy Planner doesn't have this section, or at least it didn't when I bought my big one, which I feel like would be super awesome to just kind of keep track of when I need to do testing, because this is going to be kind of my like testing / small groups planner. So I wanted to put testing dates in here and intervention dates and things that I need to keep track of the dates of and how long they were and things like that. So I feel like this would be kind of a year at a glance opportunity for that. This section, I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for, but it's obviously the back of this, so I'll probably keep it for that reason. Then it has another checklist, and I moved this towards the front like I did with my big Happy Planner. And I wanted to do that because I feel like I use this a lot, and especially for small groups, I'm wondering how I'm going to use it for small groups. I might have to buy more checklist pages because it only came with a few, and small groups change daily, weekly. Intervention groups change quarterly, so I just don't know if this will be enough pages to really plan that. The front of this is so cute. Wake up, teach kids, be awesome. I think this is so adorable. Some of these I actually want to like keep and then frame and then put up in my classroom or something like that. This is so cute. The classroom is my happy place. And then it jumps right in. And here's just some things that I want to plan. This sticky note is actually from Scribble Prints Co. a long time ago when she did the monthly boxes. I don't know if she still does those, but it was so cute. So, I still have a ton of them. Anyways, just some things that I want to plan monthly. I wanted to look at this page and plan out when we're doing testing for the district, for Dibbles, when reading intervention starts. This I wanted to be kind of like an overview for this kind of section of when things are overall. But then throughout the month, it's easier to kind of look at a month and see, okay, this week I need to do this, this week I need to do that. So that's kind of what I wanted to do with the monthly pages, because I mostly use my big Happy Planner almost for notes and things like that, for whole class kind of things. But this for like testing intervention stuff, that would completely fill the big Happy Planner calendar. So I wanted to use this classic size for that. And I probably won't use this planner until we start intervention groups. We start school this week, so I probably won't even start using it then either. But I'll probably start doing small group initial small groups maybe by Friday. I'm not sure. Definitely by this week though. So I wanted to use this to plan those out. Then for what I want to do for each week, I think what I was planning to do was maybe do like a reading side and then a math side and then maybe testing. So I'm not sure if I could make it work with just 3 groups. I think I'm gonna have 24 kids next year. So I think I'm probably gonna want to have 4 groups. I might even just do the two or 3 groups that I'm gonna see that day. Yeah, I think I might do that because I don't see groups every single day. That's just, it's impossible to be able to really spend enough time with them and see all of them. But I do want to plan out which groups I'm going to see what I'm gonna do with them, and then maybe something for testing over here or something like that. So still haven't I haven't really worked it out. If you also use another planner for your small groups, I'd love to see. So please link down below if you are also a teacher. And I just wanted to flip through these. Planner dividers are so cute. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Gorgeous. And the insides all look pretty much the same every week as the big happy planner. October. Future of the world is in my classroom today. Love with a teacher apple. Teaching is tough, but so are you. That's the cover. Celebrate every tiny victory. Be somebody who makes everybody feel like a somebody. April is just some lines. Every day is a fresh start. That's super cute. I like that. I kind of want to frame that when I'm done with this planner and then put it in my classroom. Goodbye, lesson plan, hello, summer tan. That's super cute for June. I do sometimes use June plans mostly for if I go to some professional development. So I leave these in here, even though I'll probably transfer June and July into my regular happy planner for next year at the end of the year. But I'll leave it in there for the time being and sign up for things later next year. So, and that is it. The last page is classroom notes. And I love this cover. And the colors on here, the teal discs. I can't wait to get started on here. But yeah. So those were my 2 teacher planners. If you're wondering, I did use some metal expander discs because I like to add so many pages. Right now it's not completely full, but I guarantee by the end of the year when I start adding more things in the pacing, because I still haven't added the math pacing guide or the reading pacing guide and things like that. So I want to add those in there. But yeah, if you're wondering about the rings, because they are making a loud noise on my desk, but they are the metal expander discs. And yeah, those are my 2 planners for 2019 to 2020. I'm so excited to use them. Almost want schools to start right away so I can jump in, but I'm still enjoying summer. All right, thanks so much for watching my video with me. I'm really excited to share all these upcoming things, especially starting this summer, and then next year I'm hoping to maybe do some day in a life of a teacher vlogs and things like that. Please make sure to check out my blog as well. I've already started posting some games that I'm gonna be using down there. I'm getting texts, and I am going to share step-by-step tutorials and things on DIY projects, things to do with your classroom. I'm gonna share my classroom setup vlogs. So I'm super excited and I hope you join me on this journey. This is gonna be so much fun, all right? So if you wanna be involved in that, hit subscribe. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and I will see you next time.